In the spring of 1996, faculty and staff formed a Children's Studies Task Force to study the crises related to the impact of poverty on children, youth, and their families. 1 in 4 children lived in poverty. 2/3 of women with children under the age of 5 were working, and demand for childcare outstripped supply of trained professionals. 6,000 children were on the waiting list for childcare in San Francisco alone, and the city's school district was anticipating a teacher shortage. The result of the study was the creation of the Marian Wright Edelman Institute for the study of children, youth, and families, and within the institute, a new interdisciplinary degree program that prepared students for careers in education, after-school programs, and policy and research, the Child and Adolescent Development Program. Inspired by a speech Mrs. Edelman had given at the university's commencement ceremony and by her lifelong work for children, the founders asked Mrs. Edelman if they could name the institute after her. She agreed. We remain forever grateful to Mrs. Edelman for the generous use of her name and for her trust in us to follow her mission, to improve the lives of children, youth, and families. The Institute has initiated and nurtured a number of highly impactful programs over the last 20 years. In 1999, the Institute was granted management of San Francisco's Head Start program. San Francisco State was able to provide, for the first time in Head Start's history, full-day early care and education for low-income children. 14 years later, the program was known for its well-equipped classrooms, highly trained staff, and expansive collaborations with community agencies for 1,300 San Francisco children annually. Since 1997, Wired International has been delivering medical and health education to conflict-affected and underserved regions of the world. Wired provides health education by delivering programs, equipment, and coordinated health instruction. Over the years, the organization has opened facilities in 15 nations, while NGOs, medical schools, and hospitals in many additional countries have adopted its programs for community health education. Wired serves remote regions and, when appropriate, supplies laptops, projectors, solar equipment, and complete health training libraries.
The Family Acceptance Project is the world's first research and intervention project to help diverse families learn to support their LGBT children. 15 years ago, we launched the first research on LGBT youth and families. Our research found that family rejection and acceptance contribute to risk and promote well-being for LGBT youth. Now our work is used across the U.S. and other countries by families, providers, religious leaders, and others to build healthy futures for LGBT children and youth.
We happened on something that's very appealing to parents and teachers and, of course, kids. The way of learning science, which is kind of like, let's just be discoverers.
The Mission Science Workshop is a place for kids and their families and educators in the community to get into science kind of from the ground up.
Since its very beginning, the Edelman Institute has collaborated with San Francisco city agencies to improve the quality of early education. For a 10-year period, we trained evaluators to support the city's initial efforts to develop a quality improvement system. Using the environmental rating scales, trained assessors evaluated over 1,750 childcare sites and provided technical assistance to improve environmental quality and teaching practice. When the Valencia Pediatric Adolescent and Family Services Center opened in 2000, it was the Mission neighborhood's first university-operated full-service clinic, with the goal of meeting a wide range of residents' physical and mental health needs. For the schools of nursing at San Francisco State University and the University of California, San Francisco, opening the clinic also provided educational experiences for graduate nursing students and facilitated research to improve nursing practice. Children's Campus opened in January of 2009 to provide high-quality early care and education for infants, toddlers, and preschool children. It also provided internship and observation opportunities for San Francisco State students from a variety of disciplines, and supported faculty and graduate student research in child development. Children's Campus is staffed with highly qualified early childhood professionals. The center is supported by an advisory council of parents, faculty, and staff. Since 1998, Jumpstart at San Francisco State has been part of the Jumpstart National Early Education Organization, working toward the day every child in America enters kindergarten prepared to succeed. Each year, over 100 college students are recruited and trained in child development and early literacy to provide language, literacy, social-emotional programming, and quality learning for preschool children from under-resourced communities.
Advance is an early childhood workforce teacher preparation program that recruits, supports, and graduates the future leaders necessary for high-quality early education programs. Advance has developed a sequenced and scaffolded high-quality curriculum that facilitates a fast track to graduation, thereby reducing costs and increasing retention rates. Advance has now become a central component of San Francisco's citywide plan for early care and education, serving over 220 students annually and graduating at least 35 well-qualified early childhood teachers every year.
I've participated in a number of programs here at the Edelman Institute. As an undergraduate earning my degree in early childhood development, I participated in Advance. Through Advance, I was given an opportunity to see the field through a social justice perspective, as well as gain experience simultaneously.
20 years is really a time to celebrate the programs that have become part of the local community, like Mission Science Workshop and the Mission Wellness Center, and those on campus serving students and faculty today.
We're extremely grateful to our supporters, especially our anchor funders, the Mimi and Peter Haas Fund, and San Francisco's Office of Early Care and Education, and we warmly welcome our newest funder, the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. I'm certain the next 20 years are going to be just as impactful and productive as the last 20 years, as we build on our accomplishments and continue our broad mission of improving the lives of children, youth, and families.